guys, this is Zebra Girl, and today, I know it's been a bit of at least a month and a half since I've done this, but today I'm bringing you part 5 of my Googleplier fanfiction, My New Toy. Let's begin. Google's narration. I felt something that I never felt before. I didn't learn this emotion. I just felt it like a human would. I felt bad that she didn't tell me. I felt worried. She held my hand as she noticed that skin had grown on my arms, and she asked, "This grew while I was away?" Yeah, it did. But then Evie held her head and began to groan. "What's wrong?" "My head hurts." I put my hand in front of me and pointed my finger out. My healing pulse started to come. So a little bit of liquid came out, but only a bit. And I asked, "Where does it hurt?" She held her hand above her eye. I go up to her and say, "Give me your hand." She opens her eye and removes her hand, and places her hands by her side. I walk up to her and place the liquid where she said it hurt. She sighed and sat on the bed as I sat next to her, when I felt a warm feeling on my hand. I looked at Evie. "Thank you, Google, for whatever you did." I smiled at her and asked, "Did that help with the pain?" "Yeah, it did. Thank you again." Suddenly, she quickly put her arms around my neck and pulled me down to the bed, and I was facing her when she began to giggle at me. I again smiled and laughed. I had never laughed before. What did I do to make my owner laugh? I'm not your owner, Google, and I never will be. I've never laughed before. She put her hand on my face. At the beginning, I thought you were just like any other Google, like on TV, but you're not. From what I saw tonight, you're something different, and I hope it stays that way. She then kisses me on the forehead, and I liked it. Before I knew it, she was fast asleep, so I carefully picked her up and placed her on the bed properly. So, like last time, I sat next to her and searched on the web for information on stuff, until I searched kissing on Google Images. I saw men kissing women's necks, biting their lips, and I felt something twitch. I looked down my jeans to see something that wasn't there before. I saw it on images before. It looked like something that a normal man would have. It was strange. Evie's narration. I didn't leave my bed for almost a week because Google said so. He was super nice to me. He made my breakfast, dinner and tea. I only left to go to the bathroom or to check my eye to make sure it wasn't infected. I got up after 7 days of being in bed before Google got up. I went to the bathroom and removed the bandage from my eye, and I looked upon my new eye. The white had not yet formed, so I could see some of the metal in the eye, and I noticed that the eye colour wasn't blue. The colour I saw was red. I found it creepy at first, but after a couple of minutes I got used to it. I quietly exited the bathroom so I could go into the living room to watch some TV. I was about to sit down when someone quietly knocked on the door. So I walked over to open the door, and when I did, someone hugged me really tightly. But I quickly saw the pink hair and knew who it was. An old friend of mine. Wilfred Edward Fishmark. He let go and placed his hands on my arm, and looked at me in the eyes. The next thing I heard from him was, "You haven't changed a bit, Evie." Wilfred had been my friend since I was in year 3 in school. He is 2 years older than me, but we became friends when some year 5s bullied me. Flashback. "I said, give me your lunch money now!" the kid shouted at me, but I didn't move at all. "You're just a big bully, so no." Next thing I know, the boy pushed me to the wall and hit my head. And then the bully asked again. I won't, Then a new voice came. "Leave that girl alone, boy." The other boy picked the bully up by the collar and pinned him against the wall. "If you bother this girl again, I will hurt you." He dropped the bully and he ran off. The boy looked at me and I looked at him and smiled. "Thank you." "I'm Wilfred. What's your name, miss?" "I'm Evie." Flashback ended. I hugged Wilfred out of reflex just because I hadn't seen him in quite a long time. I was about to speak when he placed his hand on my face and said, "I heard what happened to your eye. Are you okay? What kind of person would hurt someone so beautiful?" Wilfred was always a flirt with me, as he was my first boyfriend I had. We kissed, hugged, and went on dates. But after about 2 years of dating, we decided just to be friends, and that was a good idea. "Come on, Will. What have I told you about flirting with me?" Will blushed and smiled. "Sorry about that. It's just reflex. Is it okay if I come in?" I moved to let him in, and he sat on the sofa. I closed the door and sat next to Will. "So, how's the reporting business going, Will?" His face lit up when I asked that. "It's going fantastic. I've already had a famous YouTuber go on the show. You've heard of Jacksepticeye, right?" "Yes, I have." Then a grunt was heard. "What was that?" I quickly thought of an excuse. "Oh, I left the TV on in my room. Hang on." I quickly went to my room and closed the door. "Evie, what's happening?" Google said tiredly. "Listen, Google, you've got to stay in the wardrobe and you can't come out until I say so," I said quietly. "What? Okay, who's here?" "His name is Wilfred Edward Fischbach." "Now go!" Google quickly got into the wardrobe and I exited the room with a smile so I didn't look strange. Google's narration. I got into the wardrobe so no one would find me, whoever he was. I heard the bedroom door close, so even though I shouldn't go into his info, but I did. Wilfred Edward Fischbach, male, 22, virgin. His job? He is a reporter and a host of a small show. Used to be Evie's boyfriend. I didn't like that at all. Anyway, I continued to look into his info and I found something strange. He has had problems ever since his twin brother died in a car crash at the age of 19. That sounds horrible. But then I found something even stranger which sent shivers down my spine. Ever since his brother died, he has been suffering from split personality syndrome and very, very bad depression. I've seen these words before on the internet. I know that means something is wrong with him, but I might just have to wait until he goes home or something. 2 hours later. I was in there for almost 2 hours, and it's so cramped in here, and all my circuits are starting to stiff up. Suddenly, I hear the bedroom door open, and I was about to exit when I hear the male voice instead of Evie's. "Okay, everything is okay." I hear the bathroom door open, then close. So even though I shouldn't leave, I wanted to know what was wrong with him. So I left the wardrobe and began to listen through the bathroom door. He was talking to himself. She looked so ugly with her new eye. No, she didn't. She looked beautiful. Keep telling yourself that, you idiot. You're love-struck by her, but she doesn't love you, and she never will. Shut up, Dark. You don't know her like I do. She loves me as a friend, and I don't mind that. You really are an idiot. You see that razor? You know what to do to get rid of me. I gave that up for her a long time ago. I don't intend to start it again. I can't believe you're upset because she won't go out with you. Your parents would be so proud of you. Shut up about them now. They never loved you or ever be proud of you. They always favourited your brother, Mark. Shut up! Next thing I knew, I hear something smash. Suddenly, I heard Evie run towards the noise. So to continue to hide, I quickly hid under the bed. Then I realised I might be stuck. Wow. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you enjoyed. I know it's been like a month and a half before I stopped reading, but that's because I'm trying to keep on top of everything. So I'll be doing another one in a week. I promise you that. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!